Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Ramadan Kids Challenge, Day 3. Now before we start with our topic for today, I just want to let you know how impressed I am with all the work that you have been sending in. We have been seeing some lovely work and I would like to share that with you at the end of today's video. Now today we're going to be talking about the phases of the moon, talking about Taqwa, and also looking at the dua for breaking your fast. So let's begin with the phases of the moon. We spoke about this a little bit in our first session and how our Islamic months are based on the sighting of the new moon. This means that we follow the lunar calendar. So the moon goes through different phases during the month, up to a full moon and then back down to a new moon, which normally takes 29 to 30 days. And that is why our Islamic months can either be 29 or 30 days. It depends on when the new moon is sighted. Here is a small demonstration for you to see about how the moon works, how the phases of the moon work. So here we have the earth, the lady represents the earth. We have the moon, which goes round the earth, and then we have the sun. Now the sun, as you can see here, when the moon is new, is behind the moon. Therefore, on earth, we can see, or we can't see very much because it is in darkness, it's very dark, and we begin to see the crescent going up. As the days go on, it becomes a full moon, and then again it becomes smaller, becoming back to a new moon. Now I'd like to share with you a picture that my daughter took yesterday from our window, and as you can see, this is the second day of Ramadan, and we can see the small crescent, so it's a very new moon. I would like you to look today after iftar out of your windows and see if you can see the moon. Now let's move on to Taqwa. Now Taqwa is very important. Taqwa is mentioned in the Quran many times. And what Taqwa is, it tells us what Allah wants from us. And having strong Taqwa means that you are able to do what's good and keep away from what is bad. Now Allah has told us that we all have the ability to get close to Allah, so all of us can be close to Allah. And in Surah Al-Hujurat, He says, "Indeed the most honourable ones of you with Allah is the one with Taqwa." Now how can we increase our Taqwa? How can we have stronger Taqwa? To do this, we need to pray and we need to fast. We need to recite the Quran. So we need to do the things that Allah wants us to do. By doing these actions, our taqwa becomes stronger. So to demonstrate this, I'm going to show you a little bit of a practical. So in our story time, we're going to have a look at this small experiment. And we have 2 oranges. So one of the oranges I have peeled it. Now this peeled orange represents a person who doesn't have very strong taqwa. So perhaps somebody who doesn't pray regularly, somebody who doesn't keep their wajib fasts, someone who does not recite Quran, so their taqwa is weak. What happens when I put the orange into the water, as you can see, is that it floats down to the bottom. Now this shows that if your taqwa is weak, you won't be able to fight, or you will not be able to make the right choices. So you are drowning because you cannot have the strong shield of taqwa to help you make the right choice. Now I have to take this one out, and I'll show you the same. We will do the same thing with an orange that still has its skin on. Now what this represents is somebody with strong taqwa. So let's see what happens when we put this into the water. Now as you notice, this orange did not sink like the other one, the peeled one. This shows us that the peel or the covering of the orange, that strong taqwa, helps us to make the right choices and to stay on the right path in order to keep nearer to Allah. Okay, and we can do this as well as praying and fasting by remembering Allah continuously, and that is very important, the remembrance of Allah. So if we have a look, today's reminder is about remembering Allah, and today our word is Subhanallah, which means glory to Allah. Allah has blessed us with so many things, your houses, the lovely gardens, the beautiful flowers. So when you look at these things, you should look and you should appreciate them and say Subhanallah, glory be to Allah. This will remind you that everything is from Allah and we need to stay close to Allah. Now I'm going to play a small nasheed for you about remembering Allah. So listen carefully and I hope you enjoy it.
When I wake up in the morning, I remember Allah. In the middle of the night, I remember Allah. Before I go to school, I remember Allah. And when I fly my kite, I remember Allah. Do you remember Allah?
So do you remember Allah, everyone?
Yes,
I hope you do.
Do you remember?
Do you remember Allah?
Yes, I remember Allah.
Yes, I'm sure you all do.
They remember Allah. He remembers Allah. She remembers Allah. Before.
Right, thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed that. Now let's just get out of that and move on. Oops. Now we're going to look at the dua for breaking our fast. It has been narrated, so we have been told, that Imam Ali alayhi salam used to say the following dua when breaking his fast. I would like you to say it with me. I will say it slowly. Allahumma laka samtu wa la rizqika aftartu wa alayka tawakkaltu. And this means, O my Allah, for you I fast, and with the food you give me, I break the fast, and I rely on you. So when you're saying your dua, when you're breaking your fast this evening, remember to say this dua and to try and remember the meaning as well. Right, so next we have our activity. Now for your activity today, what I would like you to do is make a poster or a display of the different phases of the moon. So we have here a paper version, so you can just draw them and label them, which would be great. I also have uploaded a template on the slides like this, which shows the different phases, and you can turn the wheel and you will see the different phases of the moon. And also another idea that I quite liked was this cup one, where we have two cups with black paper inside and the yellow circle for the sun, and as you move it around, it shows the different phases of the moon. Right, so I look forward to seeing how you are going to represent the phases of the moon. Another different original idea was with biscuits, and you can show the phases of the moon. However, I don't want you to waste the biscuits, so make sure you eat them afterwards. Okay, so that's your activity. And now, if you're ready, it is time for our challenge number 3. So are you ready? Great. Let's have a look at challenge number 3. What is your challenge today? Today, your challenge is to learn the dua for breaking the fast. Okay? So I want you to learn it in Arabic first. If you already know the Arabic, then your task, your challenge, is to learn the meaning of that dua. And it's really important to learn the meaning so that when you recite the dua, you understand what you're saying. So that's your challenge for today. And I look forward to hearing how you got on with that challenge. Now, that's the end of the session for today. Good luck with your challenge and your activity. I would like you to keep watching for a little while because now we are going to show you all the work that has been sent in. So well done everybody, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
We love you, Ramadan. We miss you, Ramadan. We love you, Ramadan. We miss you, Ramadan. Ramadan is the month of mercy. Ramadan is the month of fasting. Ramadan is the month of giving and helping those in need. Ramadan is the month of the Quran.